Hey people, it's me again. Anyways, the other thing that's also on my mind today is, besides that stuff, I was just thinking, maybe there's hope after all with the GOP as far as that goes. Because then, who knows? Maybe these Glenn Becks and the Rush Limbaughs and the Gingriches of the world, those type of social conservatives who are obstinately holding on to like their whole beliefs and all that will be brushed aside, and there's going to be these new moderate conservatives in its wake coming back in full force for maybe for a time being, at least until maybe the Democrats become too liberal for everyone, and then we'll have another, or in some ways, maybe if the moderates become too weak or whatever the case may be, it doesn't necessarily mean that these type of conservatives are going to stay around. As far as there are probably going to be some these type of social conservatives coming around again, maybe in about 20 or 30 years from now. I don't know, but maybe they're not going to be as that what they are now, but then again, who knows with like the moderates as far as the next point that's there, maybe like the next moderates would be so be to the point where maybe that they're kind of almost considered to be Democrat in some ways, or the same thing with the moderate Democrats, or the same way with the same way with like with the Democrats. It could be to a point where that you couldn't even tell which is a Democrat and which is a Republican, probably in 10 years or 20 years from now. I don't know, but who knows? But then let's just hope that maybe these type of crazy little backwards conservatives will probably disappear, or maybe at some point both extreme right or left will probably disappear at some point. But they'll always resurface every now and then. But there's always going to be a moderate Republicans and moderate Democrats that are always going to be around, and they're never going to really go away as far as that goes. But as far as with the extremists on both sides are going to come around every once in a while, and they're going to disappear every once in a while. But there's always going to be moderates, or it's always, to me, it's always going to be like this, where it's going to wobble a little bit, but it's always going to stay in the center, or at least try to stay in the center. As far as both parties, but I think that's just what it is. That it perfectly balances out like a top. Like when the top starts spinning, it kind of wobbles a little bit, but somehow it eventually perfectly stays center. At least I hope so.